Hey, beer fans. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is another BeerNative live review. And I actually have somebody in. Hey, Mercy Beers is here. Evening, midweek, Big Beer Steve. Thank you. Lockdown Life. That hashtag Lockdown Life. And in this particular one, I thought, hey, after a long day at work, what is better than 5 hours straight without food, working intensely at a new job? To make you lightheaded and more susceptible to outside influence than a 12% Imperial Stout. So that's what I've done. This was recommended by a friend of mine who said to me that it was good. I'd like it. He specifically pointed at me and said, you would like it. And I thought, okay. So I looked up, and what was kind of nice is I was able to get it. It's not always available. I had to order it directly from Brewdog. So I did that. And if you're wondering it's a tiramisu crew is what it's called. And if you're not familiar with what tiramisu is, I don't know. You've got to, you've got to get out more. But the reality is, here's what it looks like. Tiramisu. So many different styles and flavors. There was a point in my life, let's face it, there's a point in everybody's life where you explore tiramisu and just to try and figure out, are they all the same? What's going on? Why does every restaurant have it? Because it's kind of easy to make. I mean, look at this. Check it out. Here is a recipe. Check that out. Easy tiramisu. As if they're hard. They're not hard. Even an idiot like me can make it. But essentially, it's egg, sugar, vanilla, mascarpone, and coffee. But that's the gist of it. It's coffee and vanilla, which lends itself pretty nice to a stout, right? Does it need to be an Imperial Stout at 12%? Arguable. Is it better if it isn't? I don't think so. Not after work. This sounds pretty darn good to me. Here's another version of it that doesn't use eggs in case you don't like eggs. You want to see another one that doesn't use eggs? Bam. That one doesn't use eggs either. The barrel-aged program. BA Tiramisu Crew. It says €6.45. Why? Because I'm on the EU English site. That was the only place I could still find to buy it. I don't get it. I couldn't buy it if I live in the UK. The same place where Brewdog is, but I can buy it if I live in mainland Europe. I don't know. Shoulders are shrugging. Not a clue why that is. But you can, it's probably hard to read there, but way over there it says, it sounds like pirate talk. No press gang needed. No press gang needed to join this ship's company. All right, that's enough of me doing pirate. With 6 months aged in bourbon barrels. This voyage is off to the most fortuitous of starts. It's just hard not to do the pirate. Rich mocha, cocoa, vanilla, and sweet tiramisu notes lifts the sails and the senses, along with the 12% to melt the brain. Making it plain sailing. Tiramisu, get your just desserts. And that is why I'm doing it today, because today is Great British Bake Off Day. I do try and do one of these on the Tuesday or Wednesday around this time. I missed it last week. And you know why? Because I got a new job and it's very, very busy. So I missed a week. I watched the Great British Bake Off, though. I wouldn't dare miss it. So chocolate, coffee, and silky. 3 things I like. Downright. Check out the brew sheet. I first looked at the malts here, and it's pretty small on the screen, but I'll just rattle it off. Amber Car, Carafa, chocolate, flake notes, oats, pale, roasted barley, Vienna, and wheat. I got to the end of that, and I thought, oh, sounds like a bit like a German Dunkel, something pretty nice. I'm going to enjoy that. Maybe a little bit of Britain in there as well. Original gravity of 1.12, which explains the high alcohol content for sure. But then the hops are cool. That's, I think, where the magic is happening. Fuggles, 150-year-old hop variety. And Hallertauer Taurus. Fuggles is Britain. It's like if you could just, I don't know, like crush up Britishy or British flags or England, I don't know, flags, and somehow condense it down into like a diamond that represented a hop, then it would probably turn to Fuggles. It's associated with best bitters and all sorts of stuff. So the Hallertau Taurus, on the other hand, is way out there. It's like chocolate-covered bananas. It's got a high alpha acid content, super hoppy. Totally weird to put those two together. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. And welcome Byron in the chat. And Mersey Bears, no, Sainsbury's man has not got me as I Tiramisu Impy Stout yet. The order is in. I guess his doesn't have it. So I'm gonna have to find more people near Tesco's. By the way, that's another dessert beer I'm looking for, which is on the tiramisu train. All right. Who doesn't like coffee and who likes coffee and cake but doesn't like coffee cake? You need to seek therapy. That is a problem. All right, so I've just cracked it. Let's give it a little smell. Leaving the brew sheet up because I don't need to be bigger on the screen than I already am. It just smells sweet at the moment. I know that's not a smell, but you know what I mean. There's a real hard molasses going on, and not a whole lot more. All right, let's dump this. It's going to be blacker than night, isn't it? It's a black hole. I need to up the lighting because it's being absorbed into the blackness. I just spilled some on my new laptop. That's good. Hope nobody from work is watching. There we are. Black as my soul. And the head vanished, although I was pretty gentle on the pour, right? So that's what happens. If you've not seen any of the previous episodes, some pre-recorded, some live, I did some of the actual blatant dessert in a can. I don't know if I have any out here. No. The elaborate ones by Munson, they're really quite good, and they're good at concealing the fact that they're 10.5%. And I look forward to that. I kind of look for it, you know. I don't want you to rely on the fact that a dessert, like a Black Forest cake or a rum and raisin or a Christmas cake, emphasizes the alcohol, so you feel like you can get away with it. I don't really rate that. So let's have a little sip. Great Odin's Raven. Very weak vanilla, if they're claiming there's no adjunct. So there is an adjunct in here. You can see that they've added coffee and cocoa nibs. Some definite cold coffee. I was kind of hoping that the lactose and oats, like the double, 1-2 punch that is meant to improve mouthfeel amongst stouts. I wish they'd emphasize that a little bit more and made the mouthfeel a little softer, because tiramisu as a cake is super soft. You like cake? Texture is amazing. And the fact that there's the cheese in there, I'm not really getting that out of the lactose. I thought that would happen. So is it what I expect? Kind of not. It's very much a porter. Well, portery. I don't want to say that. Super malty, considering original gravity of 1.12 already yielded 12%. There's still a lot of, I'd love to see the final gravity. Bet you it's pretty high. And I don't know, I'm going to give it a characteristic that's a little bit more like an alcoholic banana bread. Not very tiramisu. Now I really want to try that Impy Stout tiramisu that Mersey Bears recommended, because I want to see if that hits the nail on the head further than this one. All right, let's score it up. All right, there's the label. You can take a real quick gander at that if the gods allow it to. There we go, 12%. Yeah, it's done nicely. Until turn it the wrong way. But it's a standard Brewdog label. Yawn. I give it a little bit of respect to people who have consistent labeling. I kind of like it, but it does make the job easier for them. Brewdog does deviate from the formula sometimes, so I don't know, maybe give them a, and it's recognizable. So as a brand, they've done an awesome job as making it recognizable at is this melting my brain down already? At making it recognizable at a distance, which I like, but I'm not going to rate it high. Packaging is standard. I would even give it a 5 out of 10 down the middle of the road. Is it unique? Yeah, actually, it's pretty unique. I was pretty pleased when I saw Fuggles and Hollertower Taurus. And I really like the malt profile, which is coming through. I think it's a nice... I think they could have sold as chocolate-covered banana dessert. Sweetness of banana. And I might be saying that because I associate banana with Taurus. I don't know why that is, but it's a very faint vanilla. but it's a nice beer. It's just not what I expected. So is it unique? Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5 on unique. Is it accurate? No, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 on that. So that gives it a 6. Now up to 11. Rough start, but I really like it. I would have, if someone gave me one of these, I would probably, by the end I almost guarantee by the time I get to the end of this one, my influence, I'll just see it sitting there, and that'll be all it takes to influence me to go, oh, what of those would be good right now. So we're going to take it slow. I'd probably give it an 8. They'll put it up to a 19 out of 30. So not super high, but over 3. Maybe a bump it to 3.25 if I stick it on Untapped, which is okay. Because I've had a lot of these Imperial Stouts recently, and it's really raised the bar of what my opinion of what can be achieved at this is, and where I try to filter through the marketing to see, is it actually a good beer, or is it just selling something that they know I would like tiramisu. So I really respect when people nail it. I think what I'm going to do now, on the advice of my advisor, known as Mersey Beers, the Richard Osman, is take a trip to Poland when this is all over and sample some Stubrostov and some Malt Garden and a variety of others, because they apparently have cheesecake stouts. So more of this next week. Great British Bake Off will continue, and I will have another beer for you. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be pretty cool. I just have to make sure I can get it in time for next Tuesday. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for watching this one. Do hit the like and subscribe. Stuff that I need in order for, not for just you to see this episode, but for other people, because it's not about me. It's about people who love beer, who go online and type Tiramisu Imperial Stout. It's nice if there's a video that just says, there we go. Maybe this one doesn't quite taste like tiramisu. Maybe you want to check out this other one. This is the kind of information beer lovers need. All right, signing off for now. My name is Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative beer review of Brewdog's Tiramisu Crew barrel-aged Imperial Stout at 12%. And thanks for watching.